What's going on YouTube? As you can see from the title of the video, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my story. I've been fucking dreading this video for a while now. Been doing hella takes, just trying to get it perfect, but honestly, just fuck all that. I'm just gonna go straight off the top, raw, no cuts, unedited. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Severino. A lot of you guys know me by Mike Close It, and I'll go into that in just a few here. But I just want to start off by just saying that I'm literally no different than you guys. Like, I'm no smarter. There's nothing special about me. The only thing that separates me and you is I literally just took action. Like, that's all it is, guys. Like, I don't want you guys to think that, I got lucky or, like I fucking, what the fuck? Or I fucking, cheat or scam my way to the top. Like, guys, we're literally the same. It's just I took action. That's all. Now, a little backstory. As you can see from the title of the video, let's just say I was doing pharmacy sales back home. That shit came to an end. I ended up getting arrested, guys. Now, when I got arrested, I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. But I ended up getting charged with not only possession, which is, a misdemeanor, but also with, distribution, which is a felony. Now, I didn't realize it was such a problem until I started applying to different jobs, and I was literally getting denied by every job that I would apply to. So this legit motivated me to do what I've always wanted to do, which was live life on my own terms, make money from anywhere around the world on my phone or on my computer. Now I had no other choice. Like, I had to get it done because I'm trying to apply to different jobs and I'm getting denied left and right. So I start looking into the whole online space. I go through the SMMA phase first. That didn't work out. I did a clothing brand. I was able to see some results, but I just feel like it just wasn't for me at the time just yet. So that didn't work. And then that's when I finally get into the high ticket sales world. So when I get into this world, guys, this was a no-brainer for me because, one, I've always done sales all my life. I know it's a different type of sales, but that type of sales allowed me to learn how to socialize with people, how to communicate, how to actually sell. And when I was getting into that world, I was still having to, work all these weird, under the table jobs, guys. I ended up getting a graveyard shift truck driving job for Amazon box trucks. And I would legit, this was my routine a little over a year ago. From 12 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'd drive trucks. From 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., I would sleep. So that's 4 hours. From 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., I would do Domino's delivery. And then from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., before I had to go drive trucks again, I would do DoorDash. So I was fucking hustling at the time. I had no other option. It was either that or I was going to be homeless. So at the time, I did that almost for an entire year, guys. I was just I just felt like I wasn't really doing what I really wanted to do in life, which was, do what I'm doing now. I just felt like I had this weird anxiety. Every day that went by, I was just wasting time and I wasn't doing nothing with my life. It was just a weird feeling that I was repeating the same day over and over and over and over again. And then that's when I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to actually take the risk. I'm going to actually leave everything behind. Guys, I ended up selling everything in my car, all my furniture. I moved out. And then I ended up moving and actually also attacking high ticket sales at the same time. I wasn't really worried. I told myself, fuck it. The worst that can happen is that my old life will still be waiting for me back at home. I can always just go back to driving trucks. But that was now my plan B. My plan B was make it happen or make it happen. I was not trying to go back with no results. So I end up getting into the whole remote sales. I get on my first setting offer. I was shit. I get fired. And that kind of put a fire in me where I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck this shit, bro. Like, fuck this setting shit. I'm going to just do what I want. I'm going to go straight into closing. Like, that's what I've always wanted to do. I've always imagined myself closing deals. Even when I was like 7 years old, I always imagined myself like being in business, you know, just closing deals anywhere around the world. And closer was the closest thing to that. So the thing is, at the time, guys, there was like this whole psyop that you needed like 6 months of experience of setting before you got into closing. I was like, man, fuck that bullshit. I'm going to make my own rules and I'm going to make it happen. And I did. You know, I outreached to business owners, to influencers 100 times a day, every day, until like day 11, day 13, I ended up getting an opportunity. This influencer, she has like 500,000 followers. She sells a business consultation, helping people start their own business. She would charge like $20K or $3K, one of those two packages. Now, this offer was great, guys. It was like my first taste of real online money. My first month, I did like $900. My second month, I did like $1,200. I started watching like free content of like different sales gurus where I was just like learning different skills. And there was this one that I really, really resonated with his skills. Shout out my guy, Jeremy Miner. With just like 2 weeks of watching his free content, I was able to go from $1,200 to $6K in literally a month, guys. So that was my highest month, $6K. And then the next month I did $8K. And then the month I did $8K, the business owner ends up passing away. So like the influencer with $500K, she ends up passing away from cancer. RIP to her, man. She was great. And just like that, I was right back at ground zero, guys. I was right back at ground zero. But I told myself, you can do it once, you can do it again. So I got right back to it. I was able to land another offer. This was an even higher offer, $30,000 credit counsel offer. They were teaching people how to fix their credit or, you know, how to get more in funding for business. This offer, I was probably on there for like 3 months, guys. And that's just because when I got into this space, I was really only looking for two things, which was location freedom and time freedom. On that offer, I legit, guys, felt like I didn't have the time freedom. From 5, 6 a.m. all the way to like 7, 8 p.m., it was just straight, you know, meetings after meetings, sales meetings, manager meetings, calls, trainings. It was just a lot of like boring shit that I didn't want to do at the time. Obviously, looking back now, I would have just fucking did it because that was like the most amount of money I made up until that point. I think I did like 13K, close to 15K on that offer. But I ended up leaving it, guys, because I didn't know shit about credit. I didn't know. I had no conviction closing for that offer. And I just felt like I had to be like in meetings at certain times. You know, I had to be on their time. And I just didn't really fuck with that. Like, as a closer, you're a freelancer. You should be able to, you know, work whenever you want. So I ended up leaving that offer. And then that's when I run into my boy Pierre. A lot of you guys know him in the online space. I randomly get this call from one of my guys, George. He's like, bro, I have this guy. He's about to launch a clothing brand mentorship offer, and he needs a closer, but he needs a closer in that community, which is basically like a black community, guys. You know, just a closer that has some like finesse, some sauce, maybe even some clothing brand experience, which I had all of that. You know, he got me in contact with Pierre. Me and Pierre hopped on a call. Pierre fucked with me. And ever since that, we just been fucking on a legendary run, guys. We've been working together for the past 10 months. I think on average with him, I've done a little over 8K on average. And then the past 2 months, I just hit like my first 15K month. Now with him, but on a different offer that I'm working right now. That he's the one managing that offer. So yeah, guys, that shit allowed me to literally like just being able to work with him literally allowed me to do shit the way I wanted to do it, you know, do sales the way I wanted to do it. You know, everybody has a different selling style. You know, you don't have to fucking play by the book. Like, you can do shit your own way. It allowed me to like literally travel. Another one of the reasons why I got into this was because my parents are both from third world countries. And out here in America, 9 to 5, they only give you like 2 or 3 days vacation time, 2 or 3 days sick days. And that shit just wasn't enough for me to like actually spend time with my family. So one way or another one, I needed the location freedom to actually be able to live in those countries for however long I wanted. I lived in Colombia for like 6 to 8 months. I lived in DR for like 5 months. Went to Puerto Rico, went to Guatemala, came back out here to Vegas to, run up that offer. And then now I'm out here living in Arizona with my guy, Pierre. Just last month, we did like fucking $257,000 collected. So yeah, it's been a fucking legendary run, guys. But to just go back all the way to the beginning, which was legit me getting arrested, and then that basically not allowing me to get any job, and then that, forcing me to make it happen in the online world. I feel like a lot of people try something and they see no results for a week or two and they give up. Guys, I legit didn't see my first results like 3 months after starting. So if you can just start something and stay in that lane for a long period amount of time, you're either going to run into the lane that's actually going to get you results, or you're going to get results in that lane. And that's what I did. Like I started in one lane, and that lane ended up bringing me to a different lane, and that's why I got results. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A little bit about myself. For the next video, I'll actually get into the details of like what I do, my day-to-day basis, how much I make and all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Comment down below what type of videos you guys want to see. Like the video. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one.